listings as leverage. I focus on being a listing agent. I definitely do work with buyers, but really focusing heavily on listings. He who controls the inventory controls the market.
Totally.
So yeah, just we carry about 20 listings at any given time. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. But I definitely want to double or triple that. If I double or triple that, and not if, but when I double or triple that this year, the sales volume will inevitably double or triple as well.
Because for every listing, you're picking up a couple buyers off of that, right?
Oh yeah.
And then
absolutely.
every one of those, like a certain percentage, whether it's a third or a half of those buyers have a house that they're going to sell, and or someone that they know has a house that they're going to sell, right? Like that's a formula.
Yeah. Just there's the word of mouth effect. Everybody that you help, everybody that you reach out to, the more contacts. Real estate is a contact sport, and that's why there's so many agents who are not successful, because they don't realize this is a contact sport. You have to get out there, you have to talk to people, you have to network, and specifically talk to people who are interested in buying or selling real estate. So, if you're scared and nervous about talking to people, or you don't want to get out there, you don't want to make phone calls, it's going to be a tough business, tough life. You really have to get out there.
Yeah.
45,000 agents in Houston.
Is that current? I heard that number a few years ago. I was thinking, man, there's got to be more like double that now.
Oh yeah.
And that's actually just realtors. I think there's 80,000, because there's so many agents that are unlicensed or not a part of the realtor association. But
and they just want to hang their license, do a deal here and there. Yeah. And that's just not conducive to building a business.
Because ultimately what it comes down to, because you just said, there's a million realtors out there. How are you different? Like I saw this on a TikTok, and it was an investor talking to an agent. Now, it was a hypothetical conversation that he had, but basically he was saying, like, you want to list my house? What makes you different than the 300 other realtors that I could talk to in 60 seconds? Like, but you need to know that answer, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure if I had a $600,000 house that I wanted to list, and I asked you that question, like, how to position yourself and provide that unique value proposition that sets you apart from other folks.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's what, I live and work here in Memorial. I sell the entire greater Houston area, and, all the way from Galveston to the Woodlands to Lake Conroe. We have sales in Lake Conroe, Sugarland, East Bernard. I can go on and on. But I live in Memorial, I work Memorial, and a lot of the agents here in Memorial have been around for 40 years. So I literally, they've been here for 40 years, and so when I'm meeting with someone, that question comes up, why do I go with you over who's been here for 40 years? And the answer is simple. It's because I'm the new school. XYZ, who's been doing this for 40 years, is going to put it on hard. They're going to wait for the phone to ring. They're going to use the old school method that worked 40 years ago. I'm not saying it doesn't work now, but now with the advent of social media, I know for a fact that these agents don't have the following that I have online. I have over 100,000 followers just on Instagram alone, and I'm building this massive following, and they don't use social media because it's the old school style.
So that's actually a good point for the new agents, because the new agents, like, you're going to outwork the veterans. Because I ran a sales team, and I told that to new sales guys, like outside of real estate. It was an in-house sales, phone sales. And I told them, I was like, as brand new sales agents, that you will outperform the veterans because you don't have all the mental blocks that they do. You don't complain like they do. Mm-hmm. You're hungry, you're motivated, you're excited. You will sell more than them.